Sugar Run the Tea. Tonight we are reviewing Belle Collector Season 2, Episode 7. But before we start, he said you gotta do it because he's shirtless.
He doesn't have a shirt on. So on that note, smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel.
All right now. Sistervention luncheon. Okay. Look here.
I feel validated in everything I said.
Look here. Oh, could you close that? That sounds like the refrigerator door is opening. It's beeping. Thank you. She said, if I'm at the table, make sure your goddamn plates are clean.
Now, say it. Now, bitch.
I was like, tell her. So
I think it's hilarious that Maria's like, I said I wasn't finna come no more to shit.
And she ain't either. She is like the calmest one. It's crazy.
Like when you put the shit into perspective and she's over there with the kids and her mama and all of that, she's probably like, I don't feel good. And
yeah. Well, Leticia said, look here, Akeisha begged for this seat at this table. And that's what she said. She said, I gave her, she gave her the Ferris Street project, okay? And now you biting the hand that fed you. Oh, girl was like, look here, my grandfather left me generational wealth. Your grandfather left you a story. This girl actually got property on Ferris Street. How do you
and don't you live at your mama house right now, girl?
Yeah.
That mean the house you have with your husband ain't yours?
Evidently not. That's his. I'm like, this girl walked down Ferris Street and gave you a story for every damn building.
You said something and it triggered me. You said it's his. Are they married for real?
Probably not.
What did she want last season? Did she want a wedding or?
Did he propose to her?
He proposed, so they're not real life married. All these years they ain't real life married. In that house, her name ain't no shit, and she gotta go stay at her mama's house. And she talking about a table where she invited somebody to give somebody a seat to.
That's what she said, y'all.
Girl. Okay then.
So, like I said, she already got property on there. The man last year, let's not forget, came to your partner, your luncheon, and didn't want to do business with you. You don't own shit on Ferris Street. You and trying to get on Ferris Street.
Y'all was over there acting a fool in front of that old lady.
So, Akeisha called Leticia insecure. And Leticia responded, that's why you wasn't wanted when you was born.
Hello, did Marlo enter the room?
There. Don't ever in your life come on here talking about you about uplifting women. Okay, that you could just say that. That was the lowest thing you could have ever said to anybody.
I'm never gonna see her the same way after
because
two things she did made me feel about her a certain type of way, and that was the first thing. Like, what did you just say? Like, how long you been waiting to say that?
Why would you? What exactly? So when she, because I don't know if Timber told her that or did Akeisha tell her that her situation, how she grew up, but that's what you've been waiting on. You've been waiting.
Well, seems as though Timber has a lot of things to say now, don't she?
Well, clearly. So the whole issue of she called us ugly. Akeisha said she ain't never said that. So Leticia called Marie, and Marie confirms that Timber said that Akeisha said everybody was ugly. Now then Timber tried to say, I didn't say that. What I said was she's blunt and she throws shade. And what she said was, when I talked to her about coming back here, she said, do they have any cute girls in Jackson? Well, that's not the same thing. That's not what you told us last week.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you? I was like, she didn't say so and so is ugly. It just doesn't make sense that you just be like, ah, them bitches is ugly. You know what I'm saying? I just so then did she say that before she met them?
That was before. That's what it sounded like.
And wasn't
She
Tamara the one
didn't
that
say nobody was ugly. She said, yeah, she said, is there any cute girls left in Jackson? That's what she said. So look, then she said, I thought you was playing. I thought she was playing. Then why would you go back and tell? If you really thought she was playing, why did you go there and tell them that she said y'all was ugly?
Man, I feel like Tisha is it Tisha? Because you know I get
Amber or
so
Tisha?
confused. Tisha.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Tisha ain't the only one with some envy going on here. I feel like it's some, and I hate to even put it like this. But this seems to be the theme of this particular episode is Tamara feeling a way because she was the only light-skinned chick in the clique, and now it's another light-skinned, green-eyed girl. She feeling some type of way. Now she's trying to.
This is where my mind was going. I was thinking Tamara never liked this girl. Because remember when she introduced her, she said, you know, she the pretty girl.
But
she
is that it?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's because Tamara thinks she's cute. I think because you know how you be having high school issues. I feel like she didn't like this girl at high school because she was the quote unquote pretty girl.
How
So
fucking
she
long
come
are we gonna
on
be
here
talking about high school, girl? Y'all 50.
because she brought it up. That's my whole thing. She brought it up.
She's
So
the
it
one
makes
that
me
said
think,
that. She's
yeah,
the one that said this
she
girl
said
didn't come
it.
be like
So
I was the pretty girl. Tamara
right.
said that.
Tamara said it, not Akeisha. Tamara said it. So it made me feel like you got some kind of issue from way back when with this girl. And so you want to make it where the other girls don't like her because you holding on to some animosity from back then. You know what I'm saying? Because you probably wasn't. Well, you already know how I feel about Tamara. You know what I'm saying? But
I still feel like, and I'm just now coming to this conclusion because I didn't feel like this until we start talking. But I feel like, and I said this before, I feel like all that shit that Tamara was saying that Akeisha said was her real feelings. Like I feel like she thinks that she's the cute girl, although I know you feel differently.
I think Tamara. You think that Tamara thinks she a cute girl?
She's the cute one in that clique. You know what I'm saying? Like
you think she's the cute one in the clip.
So then here come this.
And then here come this one. And this one
who's not just the cute girl in the clique, because you've always thought that she was in the pretty girl clique. That was your thing. You've always thought that. And now here she is rich and married to this football player, and you still sitting around here, Jackson, waiting on Greedy Demond to figure out the fuck he gonna do.
Not Greedy Demond.
Ain't that his name?
So speaking of Greedy Demond, okay. Well, first of all, before Greedy Demond, Akeisha. Tamara said, if I ain't like Akeisha, I would just say it. They was like, oh, so you like Akeisha? Then they bring up the whole group text and said that Tamara said that she don't want to be a part of the group text if Akeisha was going to be a part of it.
Why not?
She said she don't remember saying that.
Oh.
So then they was like, all right.
Remember what other people said, but y'all remember what you said.
You don't remember that. So then Marie was like, you know what, Tamara, you not remembering all this. She was like, well, I'm confused about this whole situation. Because somebody said, well, let's get on Demond. And she said, well, that
was my girl, Latrice.
That was Latrice. She tried to get on Demond. But it was Marie, right, that said that she was confused. She said, because when we had went out, I thought, oh boy, you was with was your boo. And not Demond. Like I thought you was with him. And she was like, oh no, me and him, he's my friend. It was just strictly platonic. I was like, Okay, platonic. Okay.
I feel like when I was single, if I went out with somebody that was platonic, nobody was thinking that was my man though, because you just behave very
So
this
how
is
was
like,
y'all behaving?
right.
Because we all know, since you brought up Marlo, when Marlo went on that trip, we know that wasn't her man. Everyone learned about that dude, so that was her man.
Well, no, but he was on a whole nother. I think we're talking about a straight man though.
Oh, you don't think he was straight?
Marlo's friend, the
Yeah.
florist? I don't think so. I
Well,
don't think so.
this one right here, y'all must have been acting some kind of way for her to think.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I've had friends
That
in
was
the
your
past
man.
where you hang out and everybody knows this is your homie. Nobody thinking y'all together.
That's crazy.
Because you usually make that very clear. This is my homie, so and so. We work together. We whatever. You make that very.
So, girl, like, where'd the mom come from? Because I thought this was your man over here. I was like, she bust her out. She was like, "You been doing all this lying now for the bust your ass out." Well, Keisha said she ain't had no clue that Tamara had an issue with her. And what she gonna be doing is watching all your hoes. That's what I'm gonna do. I was like, that's what you better do.
That's what you
But
got
this
to
one
do.
over here saying that foul shit that she said, let me tell you, you ain't got to ever worry about me doing nothing with you on Fair Street. Matter of fact, Keisha, I would have banned her ass from Fair Street because you got the damn real cred over there. You just don't say no shit like that about nobody. That's real.
And at the end of the day, anybody trying to do business is gonna do business with Aikisha because they know that the Tisha ain't over here doing shit but running around behind Grady and his other baby mama.
She said Grady.
Not Grady. What's
Glenn.
his name?
Glenn.
Like Scotty by nature say, Lil Boosie.
So juicy. So Gucci. I done said so juicy. So Gucci is over here helping Latrice find a building for her Goddess Lynn store.
Nah, I was definitely feeling that all yellow ensemble Latrice. Very cute girl, very cute.
Latrice been looking real cute every time.
Yeah.
So she take her to this historic building, but the issue is about that is when it's a historic building, you can't do a lot of changing and personalizing and making it your own. And that's just not gonna work for Latrice because her plan is to take her building, put several units in it, and then rent it out to other vendors to have more money coming in on top of her.
Well, and that's
Goddess Lynn.
like good on her. Like at the end of the day, it sounds real cute the way she said it, but then she got income coming in on all fronts. If you could buy a plaza or whatever, I mean, that's what everybody is doing with salons and stuff. They buying suites. So you could just rent the space, which so you making money without having to, it's a smart move.
Yeah.
And we know that what's his name? Zaddy over there got enough money to fund that shit.
He could do it. So they talk about getting together again. That's because they all hang out as couple. They is the cutest couples hangout group. JJ and So Gucci, and then her and Zaddy. I think I like them hanging out together. Because at this point,
I tell you what, that JJ is one of a kind. Ain't nothing like it.
So they both got blended families, so they got that in common. And Latrice eventually she want a child, just ain't right now. It just ain't right now.
Yeah, but she's the only one that has time to still be like.
Yeah,
she got to find a man. She got that part secure. She can do her thing, and when she's ready, she could go ahead and do it. But she's the one that's got time to chill.
Yeah. So Akeisha's at home with her husband.
And honestly, in a few more years, she might feel different. You know what I'm saying? When you get a little bit
let her
older,
get her building and let her get it up and running. So Akeisha at home with her husband eating smokes and pig ear sandwiches. Okay. She had him try. She said, oh, it tastes like home. He said it tastes like a land I ain't never been to before.
Listen, I love me some Southern shit, but you can miss me with some pig feet sandwich. I ain't about to do that.
Pig ears.
I don't want that either.
I don't want no ears.
I don't want that either.
I don't want no ears. And I eat chitlins.
Me too, but I don't want no feet and no ears and none of
Now
that.
the feet is a little bit too fatty for me. I done have feet, but feet ain't something. And one thing, let me tell you, I ain't never got into no pickle pig feet. Now that's just, I just don't understand
I
that.
don't like pickled anything besides pickles.
But do you remember growing up and we would go to the corner store and they had pickled pig feet? That's so disgusting.
We didn't get that. We would
No,
get
we
the pickle,
didn't.
the big pickle, the hot one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they had them pig's feet right next to it. I just never
In a
got
jar.
into it.
And eggs. I don't want that either.
Oh yeah, no, I don't want that.
Mm-mm.
Now the smoky, she was talking about the little sausages, right? The little smoked sausages.
I don't know, child. I don't know want nothing she had in that brown pepper bag.
He said, I don't even know if that's legal.
He said, I eat bagels and pizza.
Yeah, he don't want that. So she let him know about the little altercation. Well, before that, he talked about the fishing trip that he had with the guys, and they turned into a counseling session about infidelity. Okay. So she like, I think he like hanging out with the guys, but y'all gonna have to come with something different than that, because that right there, that didn't win him over.
He's gonna adapt. He can't help it. Like, how can you hang around with JJ and Cliff without being fucking entertained?
Right.
You can't.
Right. He was trying to follow the conversation though. He just gotta,
Listen, let me tell you something. When I first went to school in Georgia, this dude was walking out the store and he said something came out of his mouth. And my friend, my roommate, she looked at me and I'm looking at her like, bitch, don't look at me. I don't know what he said. But after I had lived there for a while, wasn't a whole lot that got past me. You just kind of, you just adapt. You just, you understand language.
So, my family from Louisiana, each one of them got a different accent. Each one.
Everybody got a different accent?
They do. You just know how to listen. I got one that don't really open up their mouth, but I can understand.
Well, I was gonna say Georgia and Florida is two different. It's different.
Yeah. One talk like South Louisiana, because South Louisiana, New Orleans, that's a different dialect than where my family's from. And
I feel like New Orleans, they got their own language altogether. They, it's cute as hell, but
yeah, it's different. It's different. That's what when on Princess and the Frog. Did you watch that?
Yeah.
He said, "Where you from? Shreveport?" So yeah, he'll get along. He get it. So she tell him about the altercation that she had with the ladies, and the teacher saying that she was born into a family that didn't want her. He said, no, she didn't. When he said
that, I liked him even better because he was like, that ain't what we finna do. Yeah. Like, and I can guarantee you when he see Tisha, he ain't here for whatever it is she got going on. I ain't either. Whatever her husband's name is. I ain't either. Akeisha's husband.
So Akeisha let us know that, she was adopted by her aunt, her mom and dad, evidently they had a situationship and they didn't have her. So, at first she had issues with her biological parents, but, now she's appreciative that her aunt took care of her. So, and evidently her aunt took damn good care of her because.
But she was adopted into her family.
Which is not uncommon in the South.
What are you talking about? The family didn't want me. They ain't let me go nowhere.
Right. Child. Well, that just really made him like, he ready to go then. Because I didn't know why you wouldn't be out here. They saying shit like that. I'm ready to go. You ready to go? I'm ready to go.
And you trying to feed me pig sandwich?
Right.
No.
Right. Child, rock the one Ray show. So Mel come to talk to Tambra about the luncheon. And Tambra said, now she's saying.
See, I don't know if Mel is single, but I know them niggas in Jackson can't handle all of that. She remind me of that, the women from the island where Wonder Woman come from.
Right. So Tambra tell Mel she ain't never say the word ugly. I'm like, y'all don't run this tape back. We heard her say ugly. She said that was their interpretation of what
Let the
she
record
said
show
they
last
said.
week I said that I don't believe that shit sounds fishy. Just saying.
So she gonna invite Mel, who used to be Miss.
At the end of the day, I don't care if she did say ugly. We know she didn't, because Tamara says she didn't. But why did you repeat that to people? Like, unless you want to start drama, how am I supposed to feel now that your friend that you introduced now sit up there and call me ugly? So now how I'm supposed to feel when I see her next time?
But that's her plan.
Clearly,
She don't want them to like her, and she don't want her to like them.
Tamara,
Yeah,
your issues are showing.
yeah. So she invited Mel, who used to be Miss Atlanta, and so Gucci to walk on this Rock the Runway show. So so Gucci daughter D and JJ's daughters, the twins, and Sanjay, they have a family meeting. D daughter want to talk because there's been tension in the house since they've been kids, basically. And she at this point, she gonna have a baby, so she just wanted to get this out in the open. You know what I'm saying? So just let's get done with it. I'm finna bring a baby into this world. I want to deal with all this nonsense. So what she's saying is, after her mom married JJ, the tension went from her and her brother more, and it shifted towards JJ and his daughters. And she felt like her and her brother was left behind. And she probably was, to the point, that's her husband. So of course her attention went to them. But she probably was trying to make his daughters like her.
Feel comfortable.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say that she didn't pay her daughter more attention, but you do be nicer naturally to the other kids.
It was probably her telling her daughter to try to get along, but she's coming into 3 sisters that are already, and then, okay, was they living with their mama? Because at one point she said something like, what was that?
So Gucci said, and that's another part. So I don't know what was going on with Selena, but she said they mama couldn't be there.
Well,
so
Selena,
they was in
the
here
people
living
said
with
Selena
them.
was down to there fucking around with the tree man, aka Zaddy. That's what the people said. People was JJ, and he said that.
So she just left the kids because she was done there with Zaddy?
I don't know what Selena was doing, but what I do remember is Selena was a problematic chick. And I feel like Selena probably influenced her daughter's
I can see that.
behavior.
I can see that.
Based on the kind of person that Selena is.
I can see that. And
here comes so Gucci with a college education and a career and all of that.
And then, they were, at some point in time, they was on the show. So, that probably gave them the big head. You know what I'm saying? Because she's not, and they are.
Can I just say how pretty she is? Like, I'm sorry.
I was sitting up there looking at her, and I was like, nothing against them, but I was like, I was shining. Everybody sitting there.
Unfortunately, like, the colorism is so nuts. It's so sad. I guess, being in the South, it is what it is, but so because you got it over here with Tabra. Over here, I still feel like, what's her name? Tamra. Okay, you got colorism over here with her, and it just works in so many different facets. You cannot tell me that this girl thought she was the cute light-skinned chick until another one came back in the group and made her feel some type of way.
Right.
And you got these 3 over here with their mama, who has certain issues that we all are familiar with if you watch Bring It On, that's got her daughters feeling some type of way. And then you've got another girl coming into family, and then now, how girls are with their daddy, now they got to share their daddy with this.
Because now we living with them. So now the whole mama and daddy ain't together. And now, yeah. So she said, Sanjay said that she felt like it got worse once they became teenagers. And old girl was like, D was like, I disagree. She was like, because y'all was mean to me when we was kids. She said, I remember when we used to have to get in the shower together and y'all would be like, y'all didn't want to use the soap behind me because I was dirty.
Believe it. I believe it.
Yeah.
I believe it.
And then so one of the twins was like, that's no, old girl said, so is I don't know why y'all saying that, but y'all saying that because my skin was darker than y'all. And they was like, that's the issue that you have about yourself. One of them twins.
When they said that, I thought about it. And I remember going to a friend of mine. My friend was a dark-skinned girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's her birthday. And all of her friends were dark-complected women, right? We were grown, not grown, but grown enough.
Mm-hmm.
And when I came, like they all knew each other, and then here I come as an outsider. Now my friend is just this friendly person to everyone, right? But I remember going into her birthday party, and everybody, all her friend group, stared at me, like gave me this energy, like, what the fuck is she doing here? Mm-hmm. But in that moment, like I knew why it was. You know what I'm saying? I knew why it was. And I hate when girls that are light complected try to pretend like they don't know why somebody feels that way. Like in that moment, right, you should have just been like, I'm sorry, that wasn't my intention. I don't know like where all your energy is coming from, because we already know that the divide was put there on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you know why she feel that way, and you said it. So why you say don't use my soap? Because you know you said it.
She said it. Well, they didn't say that they didn't say it either.
No.
They didn't deny that they didn't say
it. But she's telling you, I feel a way. She kept saying that. I keep telling you this is the way I felt. The only thing left for you to say is, I'm sorry. I'm
sorry. She couldn't, that one, she couldn't let her have it. She was just like,
no, y'all try to make it her fault. And Sanjay too. And I was surprised. Yeah. I was like, Sanjay used to be the one that was the most understanding. Yeah,
but she probably daddy little girl, and she ain't like this other one coming in though. You know what I'm saying? And here's the thing. And so Gucci was over there tearing up too, and it was tearing her apart because this her daughter, and she didn't been there, so she understand where it's coming from. At that point, I wanted JJ to step in and stop his daughters, because the way they were attacking her, it was 3 against 1. And I was like,
it's been this way from day one.
They've been doing her like that.
Why y'all wait so long to have this conversation? This should have been nipped in the bud when they was kids.
Yeah, it should have been, because you know they was tag teaming her like that. You know what I'm saying? To the point, like she said, she would just go in the room and stay away when they came around, because that's how.
That's when I said, like I said last week, like I feel very grateful, but my kids wouldn't treat somebody like that. They're not finna do that. They're not finna make somebody come into the house and feel uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. So I'm going, like you said, JJ and Selena, that's on y'all to try to figure out why, JJ, you're the daddy. And on top of the colorism, which exists, I think the bigger issue is the daddy issue. Like y'all didn't want to share your daddy with this new person.
And that's why I said at this point, JJ, I wanted him to step in, because when he did say, he didn't say nothing in defense of nothing. He just said some old cliche shit, but I felt like,
how we gonna get along? Like the shit you said is like, just squash it. That's gonna happen.
And I was like, you had to say something, because at this point, so Gucci can't say nothing against your daughter. She can't.
Nope.
And they already attacking D. It was on JJ to say something at that point, and he didn't. So that's how they been doing.
What's her daughter's name? I didn't get her daughter's name. I don't remember. D. Mm-hmm. At this point, she's probably like, I'm just gonna have my own baby. I don't give a fuck what y'all bitches. I'm just glad I finally told y'all what it is.
And she said, moving forward, she ain't got nothing else to say about it. And like they said, they ain't gonna solve it overnight. I don't know. Maybe the baby will soften their heart, child. I don't know. Hopefully. I don't know. I didn't like that. That really pissed me off watching that.
It pissed me off. That pissed me off. So mad. And all I can think of is you saying how them twins. I was like, well, their attitudes haven't changed much.
No, they was always nasty like that. That's horrible.
Sitting up there looking like they daddy.
Just like them.
Nah, you know, I ain't finna be out here calling people kids ugly, but their attitude is ugly as fuck.
The attitude is. So rock the runway. Child Leticia done showed up with Glenn. Why? So just get back with them.
Because they're dating, girl.
Yeah,
they're
just get back with
dating.
them. It just is what it is. Akeisha came, she said, just to be clear, she is there to support the show because that's Jackson's biggest show. She is not there to support Tamara.
Can we say that Akeisha's ass was snatched in that green jumpsuit? Now, green is my favorite color, but I was like, when she walked in, I was like, well, get snatched, bitch.
She got snatched. Child, Mel came out with hips and legs and body. Girl,
I was like, is that her thigh meat? Woo! Now that's a stallion booty. Nah, JJ, no disrespect or anything, but Gucci's not a stallion. Mel, that's a whole stallion.
Ooh, even what's her name?
Did you see Zaddy's face?
Latrice had gave him a look like, all right now, shit. You better calm it down.
Cause she a little bitty girl. I'm telling you, all them old men was like, whoo.
Yeah. So Gucci came out, JJ jumped up on the stage, acted like JJ, throwing the money and all of that. She looked cute,
that wouldn't have worked for anybody else except him.
Yeah. So when the show was over, Greedy got up like he was gonna propose or something, but he just gave her some flowers. That was weird. I didn't know what he could have just waited till the show was over.
After the show?
Yeah, if that's all you was gonna do. So after the show, Leticia pulls Greedy to the side. And
that's the second thing she did that had me feeling the way about her. I was like, so you about to like the point of what you said to Tamber, that should have been the end of the conversation. You're gonna pull this man, you don't know him, but you're gonna pull him to the side.
Right. And tell him about this emotional connection.
Because Akeisha over here was like, hey, what's up? Haven't seen you in years.
Right.
Good to see you.
So she talked about this connection he's supposed to have with this Tasia girl, Tasia, whatever. And he was basically like, that was back in 2014. Now I'm over here with old girl, and now that I got something positive going on, me and her, she want to come with this BS, and that ain't cool.
Does she know Melanika? Because they seem like they on the same shit. Been my friend for 30 years, waiting for Greedy to pay me some attention.
Well, Tambra saw them over there talking to Greedy. So she come over there, and when she came over there, I guess she motioned for security to come over there as well, and security came and pulled them both away.
Was so weird.
That was weird. She didn't want them to have no conversation.
Chamber. Is this your real boyfriend, or are you full of shit? Because that shit
seemed like she didn't want them to get no real story from him. You know what I'm saying? Like, not
they weren't getting a real story from him. He was talking some old bullshit. Whatever the hell he was saying was some nonsense.
So now I'm like, so is it a real relationship?
Ask Marie, because Marie said the girl was down to the thing with some other man that she thought was her boyfriend.
Child. Yeah, it's some weird stuff. She hurried up and sent security over there. That was weird.
Girl, that was weird. What do you need security for? There wasn't a fight happening. What was Tisha gonna do with her glittery jumpsuit?
Nothing. Well, child, next week, Tasia gonna show up.
Yeah. Why?
Leticia, she brought her. She brought her with her messy ass. Y'all, we got less than a minute. Y'all go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to this channel. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye, y'all. I'm dead.